He might be the hardest guard in the league. Proud of our guys. You know, it's come out and play well at home. We challenged our three guards after the Alabama game because we didn't think that they were very aggressive, not just in shooting the ball, but just aggressive on offense. You know, they fought defensively. They want to win, but we weren't aggressive. Those three guards have to be aggressive for us to be good, and all three came out today and responded. And you know, happy as heck for Ty to deal with the ball pressure that they put on you, the variety of presses, to only have one turnover, take care of that ball, and set a career high in the second to last home game is that's what you want from seniors. You know, we challenged them after Alabama, and when players respond to challenges, that means that, you know, that's why they're good players. And so happy as heck with him. Same thing with Limonis yesterday in practice. He didn't defend worth a you know what, but he was extremely active offensively, and because of his activity offensively, the ball found him, and he got all kinds of shots. He didn't make any, but like I told him, I said, I don't care if you don't make any. It's your activity that worries me, and his activity today was good. As you can see, he responded with scoring that ball at the rim.
Frank, they did a really outstanding job of getting to the free throw line and making it count in the second half. Just when you see things like that and the clock's not moving, just what do you tell your guys on defense? Is it a simple case of just telling them to back off?
No, that's the problem. Here's the problem, Dave. Every time they attacked us, it was against our zone and our so-called contained man-to-man defense. And when you've got 7 guys in practice for 2 weeks, it's hard to work on your zone offense. It's hard to work on your zone defense. You can dummy X number of things, but you need game repetition. You need good players coming at you. And our zone is way too passive on the ball. And our man-to-man, aggressive man, I thought was good. They made some hard shots against it, but I thought it was good. Our ball screen defense, the first 2 plays of the game was awful, but then after that, our ball screen defense was as solid as it's been in a while. But our other defenses weren't very good, and we got in foul trouble. I couldn't expose Dwayne and Senderis of picking up a cheap foul on the half-court line, so I had to buy time. You know, Minda, Mike both had 4 fouls with 9 minutes in the game or something. So, you know, we had to kind of just hope that we kept making some shots and play intelligently on offense, and we did, and that helped. That's what saved us.
This is the first time in 8 games I see where you guys have reached 40% field goal percentage. As a coach, how much of a relief was it today to see your guys finally hit some shots, and as you watch the game film, what's been the problem with you guys in terms of the inability to hit shots?
It's not relief, it's joy when you see guys make shots, because I know in the last our team spirit is good again. It wasn't good about a month ago, and our spirit is good again, and guys are starting to come in there and make shots and on their own. And you know, you get X number of hours to run practice per week. I've talked about this. Players have to take ownership. Hey, I'm getting the shots that coach wants me to get. They're not going in. Well, you need to come in the gym and shoot them and gain confidence through your work ethic, through watching that ball go through the net. We got away from that. Well, we're doing that again. And, you know, when you do that, it kind of permeates across your team. You know, this guy makes a 3, that guy makes a 3, then all of a sudden this guy says, you know what, let me make a 3. And you play aggressive. I thought our ball movement, our aggression, our player movement was as good as it's been in a while. Why? Because we made some shots, so guys were excited. Guys, you know, didn't take shortcuts when they were coming off screens. They ran their cuts, You know, it's, you know, Scott, what do you do to make guys make shots? Tell them that you believe in them. Show them film on how well they're playing, and it's just a matter of them believing in themselves. And if we had shot 20% all year, or 30% all year, then I'd sit up here and say we got problems. That's not the case. There's a reason our shooting percentages went down. One, it's called SEC play. That means everyone in your league, you call a set, everyone in the league knows what set you're running. Just like we know sets that the other teams run. It's part of conference play. And number two, some of our guys got away from putting in the work that needs to be put in to earn the right to make shots. I'm a true believer that in life you get what you deserve. When you put in time and you stay the course, the ball will go in for you. When you don't, it won't. And we got away from that and stopped going in. And it took us a little while to kind of get our guys to refocus on that, and they did. And now the ball, you know, has been going in for us. Or at least it did today. It did at Georgia. You know, against Alabama, we weren't aggressive. Started off the right way. We just weren't aggressive.
You know, obviously you guys have been in a lot of SEC games in the second half, and you said sometimes you just haven't had guys step up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 22 of Ty Johnson's 28 points coming in the second half.
Yeah.
Lane Bonus scoring 18. I guess how happy were you to see veteran guys like that kind of step up for the team when they needed it?
Yeah, you know, Tyrone, we've been challenging Tyrone. You know, Ty can't just keep the ball outside the three-point line and then just shoot layups when he's in the open court. You know, he's got to be able, through our offensive concepts, attack and get to that 10, 12-foot range and shoot the ball or get fouled because he drove the ball to that spot. It's not always about shooting layups, and he did that today. When, you know, that second half, when we were really doing some things, that defense had to get spaced out, and then Ty didn't just pass it to the wings and stand. You know, Ty, as the ball came back, he started to drive guys. And when we came the ball screen for him, he didn't just dribble it sideways. He tried to get that ball into the paint, and he made those 10, 12-foot shots that we've been challenging him to go find. Credit him for that. It's, you know, it's like I said earlier, our job as a coach is to get a player to fix the problems by showing them, teaching them, repetition, encouraging. And Ty fixed the problem today. He you know, something he wasn't doing for us, and he went out and did it. And you know, when you talk about a guy who probably played his second to last home game in his career, it's good to see him play that way. That's the way the book should be written when it's written.
Kind of going off that, Ty seemed to talk a little bit about the fact that this probably is one of the last games of his career. Do you think he realizes that and is embracing that now, this late season?
Well, he's been hearing it from me a lot lately because I want him to be aggressive. And Ty's a real good kid. Ty believed in us when he could have gone somewhere else. You know, Ty. It's not like we took Ty because nobody wanted him. You know, Ty is a good player. He's been dealt a difficult hand between injuries and transfers and missing, basically lost a whole year of eligibility because of those things. And then last year got hurt again, and you know, whatever he played. He's played well at times this year, and he's had other moments where he hasn't been, not that he's played bad, he hasn't played as aggressively as I think he can. As late in the year as it is, for him to be that aggressive today, I tell people all the time, you're always trying to figure out how to get the light bulb to turn on. I don't care when it happens. Whether you're 15, 25, 35, you're trying to get guys to get the light bulb to turn on. And you know, he played today like a guy that understood and was fearless in the moment, and that's all I ever want from him.
You talked about the team spirit of the guys being up again. How big is that to see here at crunch time at the end of the season as you try to make a strong run to end the season?
Yeah, they've been good. They've been good. We didn't handle a lot of things very well in January, and then between the concussions and the sicknesses and this and that, and obviously decisions I had to make, it's hard to stay consistent when you're dealing with different people in and out every single day. It's hard to stay consistent and get better when you don't have, I don't know, I don't know how much detail that people have of a practice. You can only get so much, you can only improve so much doing 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 drills. You know, there's only so much you can do. And when you only have 7 guys, I could run a 3-hour practice for 7 guys where we can get that stuff done, but 6 of them have to play 39 minutes. So how do you do that in the middle of SEC play? And you know, guys didn't run away. They embraced it. We went through a difficult patch there where we had to manage all that. We're starting to get people back out the court. Guys, you know, and here's the thing: when you roll your ankle, you miss 2 or 3 days. When you come back and it hurts, but you're able to practice. When you suffer a concussion, or what Marcus went through, Justin Mackey, 3.5 weeks where he's not allowed, can't break a sweat. So it's not like he can even get shots. He can't do anything. So he's totally removed. And then after 3.5 weeks, he gets engaged in practice the day before Georgia and rolls his ankle in practice. So in his first practice back, rolls his ankle. Now I can't play him against Georgia. He just couldn't even barely walk. And so now he's trying to come back after not practicing for a month. You know, that's difficult. You know, it's not like you miss a month and you just kind of show up and say, hey, let me go play in an SEC game. This good. I'm good. Let's roll. You know, it takes a little time. And we're starting to